Hello, I'm Antonio Mora. This is the newsandnews.com day in brief. Today's top stories in about 3 minutes. It's Monday, July 16th at 7 p.m. You can believe the Mueller investigation is a witch hunt. You can believe the Mueller investigation should never have started because of institutional anti-Trump bias at the FBI. You can believe there is a deep state that is conspiring against the Trump presidency. You can believe the mainstream media is out to get Trump. But can you really believe Vladimir Putin over the U.S. intelligence community? That's exactly what President Trump did on Monday in Helsinki. That means he ignored virtually all his advisors. Trump's Director of National Intelligence, Defense Secretary, National Security Advisor, Press Secretary, and former CIA Director, now Secretary of State, have all said that Russia meddled in the 2016 election. So have the GOP-dominated Senate and House Intelligence Committees and Trump's Justice Department. The bipartisan backlash to Trump's comments was swift and harsh. Trump opponents called his performance in Helsinki one of the most disgraceful ever by a U.S. president. Obama's CIA director, who is a passionate Trump critic, went as far as saying it was treasonous. On the GOP side, Senator Flake called Trump's performance shameful. Senator McCain, a, quote, recent low point in the history of the American presidency, while Senator Rubio said Trump's comments were not accurate and, quote, that foreign policy must be based on reality, not hyperbole or wishful thinking. The precious few who try to defend Trump argued that he's trying to leave the past behind and establish new relationships. But couldn't he have done that without siding with the autocratic Putin? Couldn't he improve relations without attacking his own people? Even if you believe Trump's heart is in the right place and wants the best for America, let's be honest. Can you imagine how furious conservatives would have been if President Obama had chosen to believe Putin over the U.S. intelligence community? Even before the summit, Trump tweeted and blamed, quote, many years of U.S. foolishness and stupidity, and now the rigged witch hunt for bad relations with Russia. Blame Obama as much as you want for not addressing Russian meddling. Blame his administration for the failed reset with Russia. Blame him for flippantly dismissing the threat posed by Russia in his infamous exchange with Mitt Romney. But how does any of that, justify Trump trashing his own country? At some point, will Trump realize that saying good things about his enemies and bad things about his friends, his administration, and his country will not make America great again? Can any of you imagine Ronald Reagan doing this? Russia meddled in the 2016 election. It was an attack on the heart of the American political system. It cannot be dismissed, no matter how important it is to improve relations with Russia. Ironically, Trump claimed the summit was productive. If it was, you'd think he'd want everyone to focus on what was achieved. Instead, he lost control of the narrative, and nobody noticed what good may have come out of the Helsinki meetings. Meanwhile, protests erupted in Chicago over a police killing of a black man who seemingly resisted arrest and had a gun. A so-called lava bomb from a fissure caused by Hawaii's Mount Kilauea landed on a tour boat and injured almost 24 people. And as terrorism seems to have faded from American consciousness, dozens of Nigerian troops may be missing after Boko Haram overran a military base there. Now our alternate universe segment, the great divide between conservative and liberal media, well, it wasn't nearly as wide as usual, with Trump facing criticism from media on both sides, both for his news conference and his tweet about American foolishness. You can find all those stories and much more updated around the clock, 7 days a week on newsandnews.com, where you will find all you need to know in one place. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the right of your screen just below this video. And please follow us on Facebook at Real News and News, or follow me on Twitter at AMoraTV. I'll see you again tomorrow.